Another port that you may well visit on a cruise is the port of Flam. Looks like Flam, but it's actually Flam in Norway. And that's what we're going to look at today. Hi, I'm Jen Obridge. I'm the Cruise Queen. I had the privilege of going to Flam earlier in 2019. It was cold and wet and not the ideal time to go. And probably if I went again, I'd go in the summer. But it was nevertheless very interesting. It was good to visit all the different ports in Norway. I did do Facebook Lives from there, which are actually on the channel. So if you want kind of more live stuff, then feel free to check those out. Quality is not great, but you know, it was live. But the interesting thing about Flam is it's a very small city. It's only got about 350 inhabitants in the whole town. It's not really a city, but it does have the famous Flam Railway. The Flam Railway is 20 miles long, going up that way, and it kind of goes around the mountainside, and it's like I said, 20 miles long, and it took 20 years to build it. So it's a very interesting, I think that's pretty much the only thing there is. There is the oldest church in Norway is also in Flam, and you can see that as you go out of the station. We were docked right by the railway. Not everybody was, of course, because if there's a bunch of ships in, you might be further out. But we were actually docked. We came off the ship, walked across to the Flam Railway. Now, they have little shops there and a restaurant or so, just touristy bits. You know, you can spend your money. They're always going to have places for tourists to spend their money. But you could walk straight to the station. Now, we booked on the ship. Or actually we booked before we went, because we'd been warned and lots of people said, you've got to book because you will not get on. It gets very booked up. That might be the case in summer, but actually it was not the case when we were there. We paid £109 something per person to do this railway. I'm glad we did it, but actually you could have just gone to the station and bought a ticket for a train. Now there's lots of trains that go up. It takes about 45 minutes to an hour or so to get up there, and then you stay up there. There's a hotel at the top and a zip line, which we didn't go on because it was all cloudy, and not just cloudy, I mean, it was like fog, cloud, rain. I would have loved to do it, actually. If I go back, I would love to do the zip line in the summer. But there was a hotel at the top. But the cost of it, probably, if I had to pay £109 to go again, I maybe wouldn't. I can't actually remember the cost of it at the railway station, but it was a lot less than that. I think it was like 40 quid or something. It might have even been less than that. But we know people that just said, oh yeah, we're going to go. They walked over, bought a ticket, got on the train. Now you might not get your choice of time because, like I said, the train's going all day. But whereas we had a scheduled time, we booked. But nevertheless, you could get up there. Now, when you on the way to the summit, you go through loads of tunnels. The scenery is stunning. I mean, just stunning. The mountain sides, you see the waterfalls coming down the mountain, snow at the top. Just amazing. We stopped halfway up. We stopped at a waterfall, which is pretty famous, and we all got out the train and walked across to the waterfall, and they have singing. Now, what that signifies, I don't really know, but they had singing while we were all watching the waterfall, and it was an amazing waterfall, very powerful waterfall, just beautiful. And everybody looked at that, and we all trooped back onto the train. The nice thing was, as we were going, they were telling us things. There was a commentary all the way up telling us about the train, and about the railway, and about the different things we were seeing, and so on. The different stories, you know, because Norway is full of folk tales, and they were telling us some of that stuff. And when you got up to the top, the hotel, which was a welcome place to be, actually. It was nice and warm in there. They gave you free hot chocolate and waffles with cream and jam, which I abstained from because I do low carb. I'm on keto, so I didn't have any of that. But my husband enjoyed his, and people were tucking him with alacrity. So it just kind of was a nice welcome thing to receive at the top. I enjoyed the fact that it was free Wi-Fi up there, so I was okay, which was good because I was doing a live and I could get access to the internet to do my live. But yeah, so a great place to visit. Flam Railway, very expensive. I've read lots of people online said they'd rather have just gone into Flam itself and had a nice meal and a drink for the same money because it was too expensive. But if you just want to go to the railway, take your chance. If you're going in the summer and and you just want to take a chance, then go for it. Or, you're going to pay over 100 quid a ticket, which, was it worth it? Maybe once in a lifetime thing, who knows? Would I do it again at that price? No. So if this has been useful, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Do give me a like and feel free to share it. I'm Jan Obridge. I'm the Cruise Queen. You have an awesome day.